social democracy is a good start, but you need people to be passionate about being democratic socialists to fully achieve a transitional socialist state, because social democracy still is under the banner of capitalism. When you remain under the banner of capitalism, you get to modern day Sweden, okay? And modern day Sweden has clawed back and fought tooth and fucking nail for all of the gains made by social democrats, okay? They've eviscerated it year over year, and it doesn't happen overnight either. So it's a gradual process in which you don't even recognize that year over year, the government entities that you are taking for granted are getting slowly but surely worse. How? By lowering taxes, by refusing to pay for these initiatives, ultimately crippling it so much that you have no other way but to privatize it. I'm sorry, we just got to privatize it. We got to privatize it. And then it's gone. Because the fascist, the reactionary, the capitalist knows full well that people don't want to give away amenities that they have. That's why it's almost impossible to fucking eviscerate Social Security. Republicans have had a 30, 40, 50-year project in trying to dismantle it, and they haven't been able to because they recognize that people go, fuck you. I pay for this shit. I want it. I deserve it. This helps me survive. That's why the same goes for the NHS in the UK. But again, you get too comfortable under a social democracy, and they'll take that shit away. 12 years of austerity under Tory leadership in the UK, and look at how bad the NHS is. One day they will privatize it, okay? First, they will starve it. Then they will say private enterprise can make up for the gaps in between. And before you know it, it's fucking gone. Government initiatives do not fail because they are burdened by big government or red tape or whatever the fuck these dumbass capitalists have been saying for years, that, you know, somehow capitalist corporations are significantly more initiative and they eliminate redundancies. More efficient. Yes, I said initiative. They say that all the time. It's not true. It's not true. But they know that you don't want to give up on the goodies that the government has given you. Okay? They cripple it. Social safety nets and amenities offered by the government do not fail due to big government and a lack of elimination of redundancies. They fail because they are deliberately underfunded with the express purpose of privatization. Ronald Reagan called it starving the beast. That's it. They starve it every year. They chip away. Every fucking year they chip away piece by piece. And then before you know it, they're like, man, we just got to have private enterprise fill in the stop gaps, fill in the fucking gaps here. Before you know it, it's gone. It's no longer accessible to you. And you have a structure that is similar to the American healthcare that we have here. Okay? Paywalled. Unimaginably cruel. In the process, specifically in Sweden, they will point to refugees. They will point to this. They'll point to that. They don't have refugees. They'll point to homosexuality, indecency. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck they consider to be the out group that is apt, that you can propagandize against. That's what the reactionary does. If it's not the moral degeneracy, then they'll point to other countries. You should be afraid of other countries. They're coming for you. There's always a different enemy waiting in the corner in the shadows to fuck you over, right? Because you feel the contradictions. They are impossible to avoid. So you feel them and you feel angry. But if you do not have the right equipment, if you do not have the right information, then you're just angry for no reason. So the reactionary sees that and takes advantage of that and points your anger in the direction of whatever enemies there are in the shadows. But the enemies are not in the shadows. The enemies are in the C-suite. The enemies are sitting atop the corporate mountain. And the enemies are global. They're in every country. And they don't have to be enemies, really. They don't have to be your enemies. They can just step aside and magnanimously allow you to make reforms slowly but surely. But they won't, because they put profit over the interests of people. Okay? That's it.